Hi, this is Christer. I just wanted to do this little video to make people a little bit more familiar with SIMGRID and what it is. So I'm at the main SIMGRID, the simgrid.com, and as you come here, you will be logged on to your profile. You see that up to the right, in the right hand. So these, what you see here, these are all the different events that are hosted on SIMGRID. So SIMGRID is basically a front end for various championships of different types on ACC. You can access e-seniors in here, you can access other endurance races and other leagues. So on the upper left hand here, these are general SIMGRID events and so on. They also have a premium function, which I signed up to. I'm going to talk about that separately. But let's go into the profile here up to the right and go into my profile so you can see what you're going to see when you get into this. So where you land here is the grid feed. You see here is Christer Hjort, my driver details, and on my left side I have the communities. So the community is what you join in order to access the races that the different communities have. So for example, I race on Friday nights in this GT Meister racing, and also I race for e-seniors. Also I've done some endurance races for box motorsport and light speed racing. So on this view here, I can see I've had done 14 starts altogether on the SIMGRID. I have had one podium. I haven't won anything yet on the SIMGRID races I've been part of. And 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s. I haven't had any fastest lap. So here I can see everything that I have competed in. So for example here, round 3 of this GT Meister racing, my result was 13th. I see I qualifying 14th, best lap was this. The championship, I'm currently 18th in the championship. You can also go in and see the race results with some details on the different drivers. And I'm actually 14th here, but I think it was adjusted, so I was 13th. Here also says performance analysis. Again, that's part of the premium service that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. And here you can see the other races that's been in the championship and qualifying and race. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I looked at qualifying here, so the race result for me was 13th. So this is kind of similar to what we had on our other server, and you can see the different drivers that was part of this. So that's that. So let's go back to my profile here. So that's the grid feed. So basically you see what the races that you have done and your performance on each. Over here in my events, these are the upcoming events. So here I see I signed up to the Holiday Mini Championship, and then also the regular championships that we do, right? So I do the GT4. I see when it's going to start. So this is kind of a nice calendar of the upcoming races that you have. So here's my GT1 Group 1 Championship. I have 6 hours at Watkins Glen, and the nice thing is that that these actually show your local time. So that's really nice actually. So you can then go in here in the mini championship, for example, and see different type of information about it. Under teams, if you have joined a team, like for example, we have an e-seniors racing team where we do endurance. So you set that up if you want to do endurance racing. And communities, again, that's this more detailed view of the communities that you have joined for various championships activities. And stats. So some of these are premium statistics. where you can see basically statistics of how much you have been racing and your performance and so on. So that's really the basics, and what I enjoy as a user is the grid feed first of all, and also my events where I can really quickly see where I am in the championship after each race, and I can also see some details on my performance. So I just want to highlight, because this is obviously absolutely something that that is extra, but the analysis part of this is pretty cool actually. If you see this thing here, and you think, what is this, But then when I started to get into this, it was actually really, really cool. So here's me in this race at Barcelona, and what this line means is that this first little piece here, that's my worst time. And the scale is up here on the time, and it's pretty powerful once you get the grips with it. So here's my, this is my best time, and this is my worst time, and then my best 10 times are in blue, and my average lap time is here. So the objective, if you're really doing a good race, you have this one really, really short, and this is your optimal. If we put all your different, your best sectors together, this is your best. So this one should really sit on this line. So if we look at this guy here, he ended up being P29, but he is a really, really good driver. So you see, he's very consistent. So his worst and best times really sits very close together. And his green here is optimal, is sitting here on this end here. So that's just a really cool thing I just discovered here, which I enjoy looking at after each race to see how I did. So anyway, completely extra. But I just wanted to make this little video here, so you're gonna see the overview of SIMGRID and the results of your registration. So under my events, you have all the championship that you have signed up to. You see when they are, and also what time they are in local time, which I think is really, really nice to see. So we see open registration, it's still open here, and so on and so forth. So I hope that clarified a little bit what SIMGRID is and the view you get of your racing. And again, any racing that you do, there's a lot of communities that run the races in SIMGRID. So if you start to do like some endurance racing and things like that, chances are that you're gonna register through SIMGRID, and then you're gonna be able to track your performance and see your results in SIMGRID, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's really it. So if you want to have some tips or comments, let me know. Thank you.